Hey guys, TazManiaAhmed here, and welcome to episode 13 of Tmacast. We are back again. DarkStarGraver, DM, and like
Yes,
usual, Mr. Jubba himself is late. So how you guys been this week?
good.
And how you guys doing?
Splendid. Most marvellous and wonderful.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Stupendous.
Stupendous.
Oh,
Stupendous.
supercalifragilistic espialidocious.
Espialidocious.
You win. I don't
You know what I'm
think
saying? That's the vibe. I won't spell that for you. But no, it's been a good week. Off work, make some music, slept for the first 2 days. Being at work.
recharge.
Slept for the first 2 days, yeah? So is that 48 hours sleeping or just
48
laid in
hours
bed
sleep.
for like 2 days?
I've been chilling, trying to find stuff on Netflix to watch.
Or Netflix? What did you watch? Did you watch anything interesting?
I found this new animated show called Hoops. It's weird.
Is it like a anime, basketball anime sort of thing?
Yeah, it's not anime, but it's just a cartoon, Netflix original, and it's comedy. It's quite vulgar and rude. It's about this guy who's a basketball coach,
Yeah.
and I guess he's going through like not really a midlife crisis, but his life isn't going nowhere. He coaches this basketball team, school team that is absolute shambles. They ain't good. All their players are like below 5'8" or whatever, and they're getting thrashed. And he's just struggling. He's struggling. His ex-wife, his wife, who he's now getting divorced with, is dating his best friend, and it's kind of awkward. And it's just a weird show, man. It's a weird show.
And it's a cartoon, you said? Yeah.
It's a cartoon. Yeah.
How
It's
many
definitely rated 18.
How many episodes deep are you?
To be honest, I've fallen asleep every episode I've watched because I keep watching it late at night. I'm probably on episode 3, but I need to rewatch episode 3 because I fell asleep. But Netflix carried on playing, so currently I'm on episode 7.
You didn't do that. Are you still watching thing? I don't know.
Yeah, and then it stopped. My laptop turned off, and I woke up and like, yo, what the?
Well, you
What
randomly
one?
woke up at like 5 a.m. innit?
Yeah, man.
And then
No,
turned it off.
that's me. How about you then?
What I've been up to this week?
Yeah, what you been
Or
up
like
to?
nothing. Same old. Oh, look who's coming.
Who is that?
Mr. Late himself, yeah.
What are you saying, boys?
Look at him.
What's goody?
Glad you could have showed up, Jubba, mate.
Have you guys started the podcast?
Of course, mate.
Yeah, we're live.
MashaAllah.
What are you clapping for?
Huh?
What are you clapping
I'm
for?
clapping my own entrance.
Ah,
I'm clapping my own entrance.
that's like a really.
Because I listened to like 2 minutes of last week's podcast because it was so dead because I wasn't there.
Wow.
guy.
That
Well, I
was
listened
last
to
week's
that, I really-
podcast. Was
All
actually
right,
pretty good.
Messi.
I listened to
It
it
was
and I was
legit
like,
about
yo,
PSG for like 40 minutes. PSG Bayern Munich.
yeah, you guys
topical.
know nothing about football, by the way.
This guy's talking. This guy. Nah. Don't let me start, you know. Don't let me start on you. Of all
What do you
people. Of all people.
No, I know that I don't know much about football, but I know when people.
Then why are you talking the most?
What do you mean?
You
I'm
need
just
to
saying.
know things
Look,
about.
I listened to 2 minutes of the podcast and I was like, yo, where's that Jubba guy? His podcast is so dead.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, okay.
What was
forget
so
about
wrong
it.
with it last week? What aspect did you not like of the 2 minutes? Let's hear it.
Look, this is a serious criticism though. Your audio, you just saw your audio, Tarek.
What, my audio?
On the last episode, it was a bit
Quiet.
yeah, it was.
Right, I'll increase the volume now on my little mic.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
cheers
gonna
for that.
come at Jubba again. Jubba, your audio is always trash. Even
No, it's
as
not.
we speak. Right now, as we speak. I don't know what it is. I've said this before. It always sounds like you're muzzled in a way.
You sound like you're in an aquarium with Nemo right now, trying to escape. Then get back to your dad. That's
Is it
what it
really that
sounds.
bad right now? Is it really that bad?
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it just sounds like muzzled.
Like you're quite far away from it. Like
I'm opening the door.
Maybe I should
Wi-Fi
get a
in.
new.
what?
Letting the Wi-Fi in.
Yo, what is this podcast turned into?
It's,
Hey, stay open.
What is this
how to
podcast
boost
turned into?
Wi-Fi 101.
What
Yeah.
number are we on? Are we
We're on
podcast
number
13?
This is lucky 13, mate.
Jeez.
I thought it was
Oh, I
lucky
love
number
the
7.
number 13. It's one of my favorites.
You know what? Let's start on the number 13, by the way. How weird is it, yeah, that in like this Western world, we have so many superstitions, and it's like none of it makes sense. Like if you say something that you don't want to jinx, you touch wood,
Yeah.
or like there's no 11th floor. Is it 11th?
13.
Or is it there's no 13th floor?
Yeah.
Or like if you see a black cat, it's bad luck. Or like, you know, if you
Smash
go
some
under
glass.
a ladder, it's bad luck.
Uh-huh.
All of these things that we have in this Western world, but none of them make sense. Can
Yeah, I
someone
don't believe in
explain
any
it?
of them.
Are they only in the West though?
I think a
Well,
lot
I
of
don't know
these
if
come
it's
from
only in the
cultures.
West, but yeah, it's across cultures. They just have this thing where they have this good luck and bad luck thing, but it's completely.
I remember I was listening to a video by Slavoj Zizek. I don't know how to say his last name, but he was talking about how, very similar to what you're saying, how Americans, they contradict themselves. They say they're Christians, they say they're Christian nation, but they do the exact same things that you're talking about, having like these superstitions, not having the 13th floor. And you're saying, you guys, you call yourself Christians, but you have all these superstitions. Do you not believe in God? Do you not believe? And that was like a very like, that rings true. Like, what is up with that? Where do these things come from, and why are they still so? Why they still hold? Why
it makes no sense
today. You know?
Yeah, you know what used to annoy me is that stupid superstition. Yeah, you know those man-made superstitions, like, oh, don't walk over a drain or else you get bad luck.
Yeah.
Who came up with that nonsense?
Like if you step on those 3 in a row, sort of, what's it called? The 4
Nonsense.
in a row?
Every time.
Those things.
Or it's like you can't step on cracks on the pavement.
Uh-huh.
It got us doing like hopscotch every time we walk somewhere. Like,
you know
really
what I've noticed? What I noticed is always them white girls telling me like, oh no, don't step on the 3 drains. Don't step on the 3 drains. I'm like, yo, you scared of drains? Who told you that if you step on that drain, your life is done? When they manufactured that and made those concrete slabs, when a man made that concrete slab, he said, you know what, this one's cursed.
This one's cursed.
It makes no sense. People have this dumbest superstitions. We need to eradicate that from society.
Yeah,
because every time we come across it, we need to just call it a day. We need to just say, look, this isn't true, and you have to do the complete opposite of what they ask you to do.
Just
you know what I mean?
Around smashing glasses.
Smash glasses.
Not only looking at the cat,
stare at black cat. Pick the cat up. You know what I mean? Pick the black cat up.
Adopt the cat. Adopt the fucking cat.
Adopt the cat today.
Scribble out.
£1.50 a week.
That could be a YouTube series, mate.
Adopt a black cat.
We could like debunk every single superstition there is. We just prove it's not real, innit?
Yo, famous last words though. Still.
The only one. Yeah, I know, right?
Like it'll be like one of those like weird horror films where stuff happens, starts happening to the
Spit
cast.
it out, Dan. What did you say?
It'll be like one of those horror films where
stuff
starts happening to the cast.
Stop.
Are you buffering? Are you buffering?
Yo, I was saying, it'll be like one of those horror movies where stuff starts happening to the cast.
Okay.
Where I don't know, because you hear about those like weird stories of movie project and like the lead actor dies for some reason.
Yeah,
the actor that replaces him also dies.
Didn't the Joker die?
Yeah, Heath Ledger. But I thought
he committed suicide, didn't he? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, he must have turned into a nutcase for that role.
No, yeah, he was a method actor.
Was it suicide? I thought it was. Actually, I don't know.
He OD'd.
He OD'd, yeah. I thought he OD'd too.
Yeah, like he tried to. I don't know. Maybe he was doing those stuff before his career, but then to really get into the character, you know, like some actors will. They're playing a drug addict. They will take those drugs so they can be that person. Or someone like you know, the famous one, Shia LaBeouf for what's that movie, the war film, with Brad Pitt, I think it was.
Fury.
Fury? Yeah, I think it was Fury. Yeah, he did not shower. he did not shower. He pulled out his own tooth, and you know he was really getting into the role to be the like people that were in the trenches, because you couldn't shower in those conditions, and you weren't getting any healthcare. Like some people are really committed to their role.
Damn.
That's the way to do it, though, isn't it? To really get into it like that.
I was actually reading earlier. Daniel Day-Lewis, the Don of the Oscars, he's got like 3 Oscars, but he quits unexpectedly, came out of nowhere after this film. And I was reading why he quit. When he was preparing for this film, he's known as being a method actor. That's what he did for his role in Lincoln and other similar roles as well. But for this particular one, he got into like a really dark place, and he was so depressed. He shot the film, but after that, he quit. He couldn't do it anymore. And imagine, this is the man that has won the most Oscars for a male leading role. And yeah, that's the effect that he can have on you. So he recognized that this wasn't good for him and he's left it.
It's a dark industry.
It's just dangerous.
Jeez, the stream is yeah.
It's called channeling.
Costa, you're frozen.
That channeling, like the end.
You good?
Frozen.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi
said.
Oh.
Your Wi-Fi is quite bad. Can't listen to you. Can't hear you.
He's gone. Is he there?
Oh, one sec.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything you said for the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, you might want to call up Virgin
Alright, am I back?
tomorrow, innit?
You're back. You're back. Yeah.
Oh, it's dropping out again. I have to just move. 1 sec. I can't be asked moving. 1 sec. Continue. I'll be back.
All right.
In a bit.
You know what? R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, man.
R.I.P. Yeah, for real.
I wake up today. When did I wake up? When was it? Yesterday or today?
It was
yesterday, I think.
No, it was on the 28th.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That morning, yesterday morning, is when we heard about it in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and I was like, damn, because he's one of the few actors that you look at in interviews and in movies, and you can just tell, like, there's some people that you just know are nice people, like straight up. They're very likable from like all angles, right? And he's just one of them people. Even in like Black Panther, he just came across as someone who's genuine. And like having someone like that in the industry is so good, because that's like someone like that is like a real good role model for people in the acting industry. Even the roles that he took, right? He was in the movie 42, Black Panther, and he selectively chose his roles that actually inspired the Black community. Because I think he for sure, looking back at his career, you understand why now, innit? Because he's had colon cancer for 4 years. So he clearly was thinking, I want to make, he saw that in the future I may not be here for a long time. So I want to make the most out of the time that I have here on Earth to make a positive impact. And so he chose all these roles. And he was just such a nice guy, right? And it's just crazy, like, looking at it and being like, he had colon cancer for 4 years.
4 years, 2016.
No one knew. Literally, no one knew. That's why
I think another thing that people need to recognize is, for sure, he wasn't just keeping it completely to himself. He must have had his inner circle, his support team, his family, his probably close friends as well. Props to them for not letting anything slip or not anything leak. Because, of course, it's something that's been hiding in plain sight. For a while, I was seeing him in interviews on different shows. And I was thinking, this guy, there's something off. I could recognize, retrospectively, this is me recognizing it, but something had been off about him. He was looking skinnier. And, of course, there's that picture from his Instagram from a few weeks ago showing him really skinny that people were making fun of as well. But props to his internal team for not letting it leak and letting him have the privacy and for him to continue until his passing in privacy. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So he played James Brown in Get On Up.
Mm.
And then
When did Get 'Em Up come out?
Get On Up 2014. So that was before.
I think like Get On Up, like James Brown, his James Brown role, his 42. I think that must have been before his diagnosis as well. I think the main thing that he's known for, what they shot while he had his diagnosis, was Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So imagine he did Civil War. He shot that while having cancer. Infinity War, Endgame as well, and the Black Panther film itself. That's 4 massive Marvel films while having a cancer diagnosis, or while battling cancer, I should say.
And then also he was in the movie 42, where he played.
Is it the police detective one?
Jackie Robinson.
42 Jackie Robinson, yeah. So that's another one where he like inspired a lot of people. But it's amazing.
That was before. Like you're going, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it's amazing, like how he was losing a lot of weight, and he had to be really athletic for like 42 and Black Panther, but he was losing a lot of weight, and people were making fun of him. I only saw this there, and I'm like, damn, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Like even like, you know, we find it easy to take the mick out of actors and actresses because they're in the limelight, and you know, we don't really have any empathy towards them. But you know, it just shows we need to have like empathy towards every single person, because you never know what they're going through. Do you know what I mean? Like now taking the mick out of him in retrospect for losing weight is so fucked.
Are we talking about Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah.
Like I can't believe people actually did that. I only looked at it today. But like, even if you look at his life, and you know, 42 is really young, man. 42 is really young.
Yes.
And like, you look at his life, and he done so much in his young age. And you know, this isn't like to you know, even though he did live a really young life, he's one of the few people that, even though he only lived till 42, it seems as if he's lived a full life, and it seems like he's done like maximal impact in his life. Obviously, he could have done so much more, but it was just God's plan to let him pass away at this age.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's had a full career. He's definitely had a full career.
He looked really young though. Like when people said he was 42,
I was surprised. I think before what happened, I knew that he was older than what I thought he was from before already. But yeah, it's just it's crazy because before he died, I think he got married in secret as well. Just before he passed on.
Do you have any kids or no?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. He had a fulfilling career in terms of.
He's a very private man, isn't it?
Yeah, very private man. So
also, like the things that he achieved, despite what he was going through secretly, is incredible, and I think it can change and shift a lot of people's perspectives of what they can do in the face of adversity, you know. And he'll go down as a legend as well for that. Yeah,
inspirational, right? Because like everything, doing like acting in the first place is difficult, especially for the roles that he did. But doing all that while keeping it a secret that he had cancer, and then the mental energy and the physical energy that it must have taken is just incredible. Really, just incredible. So, you know, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it goes to show, innit, that death can come at any moment, you know. Even in like Portsmouth, me and Jubba used to go to a mosque with this guy. He was only 24. He passed away last week as well. So it just goes to show, you know, never know when death can come. You can just prepare and just make sure that when you leave, the world should have been a better place for when you were in it.
Yeah.
And even like you see in the news, like, I think like Elon Musk trying to do some madness, trying to keep his brain alive when he dies or something, but it's not going to work. Everyone's going to die, as it says in the Quran. فَإِنَّ مَا الْأُسْرِ يُسْرًا. No, it doesn't say. No, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul shall taste death. So there's no getting away from it, and we just have to prepare, move on.
Yeah. Well, what did you say Elon Musk trying to do? He's trying to put his brain in the freezer.
Yeah, like he's trying to do some pig thing. I saw in the news. Like he's trying to test something out. Remember you were talking to my brother about?
Neuralink, yeah. Neuralink. I didn't know he was trying to like prolong the life of his brain, but
Well, that's probably what his end goal is, right?
Potentially some transhumanist sort of.
All I'm imagining right now is Elon Musk's brain being put in a jar and put on top of a bear or some creature. I remember you guys seen Billy and Mandy on Cartoon Network.
No.
One of the main characters, villains, was a brain, and his brain was placed on his pet bear, which was an absolute idiot, by the way. So he had a genius attached to an absolute twat's body.
That's a brilliant concept for a cartoon. How I've never seen this. What's it called? Billy and Mandy.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, I've seen that. That's a banging cartoon.
Yeah,
you definitely saw that.
I don't recall that.
Yeah.
You don't remember? Well, that was like in the early on years. Yeah, I remember that. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I have to find
Yeah, I know this show. Oh, of course. with the Green Reaper guy as well. Yeah.
Banging show.
No, I don't think I watched it. What channel was it on? I only had CBBC.
Cartoon Network.
Oh man, I didn't have that channel. Peak.
Mate, you missed out.
I missed out, man. I missed out. Trust. I missed out on a lot of shows.
Honestly, you've missed out on a lot of childhood.
Yeah, I know. I only had BBC, CITV. That was it. Those two free ones.
To be fair, CBBC had some banging shows as well.
Yeah.
There was this, was that one I saw on Twitter, someone reposted it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about it. It's something Cornelius and Bernie, about some kind of fat guy. It was a cartoon, he had blue hair, and he had a talking dog. I know you guys remember it. Cornelius and Bernie.
Cornelius and Bernie. It was on CBBC?
Yeah.
I remember Clifford, the big red dog thing from CBBC.
Classic.
Remember, this is a balance. You remember Kitching?
What?
Huh? You what? Kaching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I don't know this Cornelius and Bernie thing, man.
Me neither.
What?
I've never seen it before.
Wow. It was on like after school, immediately after school, every day on CBC.
Oh. I just remember like Arthur being on after school, CBBC.
Yeah, I remember that. Like 5 p.m. or something, isn't it? Or
every day when you're walking down the street.
Yes.
Bars.
Really?
Play that in the club. Reload.
I reckon somebody has definitely at least attempted to do that. So surely.
I have to find it.
They definitely have.
It's a good sample that.
I'll find it, man. I'll make a track.
Yeah.
What's his next track coming out?
Trust me.
Also that Hey Mona as well. Those are the only two.
Mona the Vampire.
Yeah, that's the one.
I like that one, but that was weird. I used to think, I know it was about kids with a very active imagination, but that girl was mentally ill.
Shoot, mentally ill.
She had to be mentally ill because she'd always imagine people, like say her teacher.
Yeah.
A normal thing at school, the teacher gives her homework. A normal geezer just trying to do his job.
Yeah.
She'll imagine that guy is like some monster that had some super evil plan to take over the world and like kill her mates or something like that, right? Because he gave her homework. And then she'll go and investigate, try and set up traps, stalk the person to their house or whatever. Mate, the girl was mentally ill. And her friends most of the time could not see it, but they'll just go along with it because, you know, they'll start to see it and be like, oh my gosh, no, you're right. And like, weird.
That sounds like full blown schizophrenia, like straight up. Like, huh? What you say, Ju? Yo, Jubba, I can't hear you. Your audio is getting progressively worse. It's like whenever Jubba calls someone out, whatever he called them out for happened to him.
No,
barely.
Man. Is there something on your? Where's your microphone? Are you using your laptop?
Yeah, well, I'm using the website.
Locate your microphone on that.
Maybe you should buy a mic as well. Maybe.
Yeah, if you got headphones.
Do you not have like earphones like Tarek's doing?
No, I got a mic.
Jeez,
man's mic'd up.
Mic'd up. This one was free actually as well. Shout out! Shout out!
You got that person.
Yeah, mate.
Shout out to Five Fan. Linking
Shout out
up.
to Five Fan linking me up with the old plug and play mic.
Did you do a review for it?
Yeah, I did do a review for it. I'm a
Yeah,
man of my
good.
word.
It's
Okay.
good business.
Good business.
Do you often get people contacting you to do things like that, where they're like, "Oh, we'll send you this product if you do a review for them"?
Only happened a few times. Only for these microphones, and one time for this like tooth thing. I think what was it?
Oh, like Invisalign.
Yeah, Invisalign. Something similar to that. There was a company that how to clean the Invisalign braces. They sent me like a package, really nice as well. They sent me like a letter as well with my name on, like, "Hi Tariq, we'd love for you to do this little review. Thank you for doing this, and here's your little goodie bag," or some along them lines.
Yeah, we should actually like pursue different companies to say, "Oh, we'll review your product." We'll have a
Yeah.
segment, and you
On
just
the
get people
podcast.
kind of free stuff.
All right, they give us all one, right?
Huh?
They give us all one, and we do it at the same time. Now, because usually it comes on my business email account, and luckily, you know, this Firefine one, it was actually my spam email, and I didn't trust it at the beginning, but I was like, I might as well reply and see what happens.
Ah,
So then I replied, and I had my doubts because I didn't know whether he was legit or not, but it turned out to be all right.
fair.
So if there was to be a moral of the story is, you can get some spam emails who really want to scam you, but you never know. There may be a good one there.
Jeez, words of wisdom by TazManiaAhmed.
wisdom, mate.
Words of
Bars.
wisdom.
Word.
There's always a story to everything, mate. There's always a story.
Jeez, Jubba's
And
so
the story of
struggling.
Jubba, right, is not to make fun of other people's equipment before your own equipment isn't up to scratch. Because look what's happened to him right now.
Goodness. But why have we got 3 minutes left? How?
Yeah, I think maybe it starts when we had our original thing.
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right.
What original?
Oh,
Start-
so it started as soon as Costa joined my call. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's 10:32
Can you guys
now.
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Because
now.
we didn't start the stream again or the call again, so
So Tarek, is this live stream?
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, done.
it's working, yeah.
How's my audio now? Is it good?
It's
It
better
sounds
than
much
before.
better. This is probably the best you've ever had it.
Yeah. It's very
Can't
good.
hear.
Second half.
Couldn't hear that clap at
Yes,
all.
that was mute. Man's doing sign language for clapping. We have to just imagine the sound.
Did you not hear that?
Wait, the clap didn't actually work. Wait, do the clap
Oh
again.
my days.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We heard
We had the
one
first
clap
one.
out of the 20.
Damn. You can only hear my voice now.
Mm.
I actually need to buy a microphone. It is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is what
Anyway,
it
what
is.
topics have we covered today?
Talking about death.
Oh, by the way, I have a
death,
good thing to
depression.
say about death.
Yeah.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
go on. We
I
can
can't
hear you.
hear you.
What?
What?
You're okay. We can hear you.
We can hear you, mate. Just keep talking. Keep talking.
You are good. You.
It's good. Very nice. I can hear you, bro. The hell?
Nah, you can't hear
You
us.
can't hear us.
Oh, that's
Can you hear
peak.
me? Can you
Yeah.
guys hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. This stream's in the end anyway.
Yo, we did a test run before the stream, and out of all the people that needed to be tested, the person that should have been there wasn't there.
You know what? This is a new webcam.
I saw you had it
No,
last
think-
week and the week before.
Yeah, no, this webcam I brought, but the microphone's terrible. That's the issue. I need to get a new microphone, but it is what it is.
Just get an external USB.
Don't you have
one,
like a
please.
one of these like just normal cables, like headphones with a mic
No, I
on?
don't. I don't.
Because they're pretty useful.
We got less than 1 minute.
Yeah,
Should
I'll
we
start a new stream, yeah.
yeah, get into it
In a bit, boys.
in the bizzle.
Reload it.
OP, mate, how are you? How's life? It's good to see you back here, mate. I like your little car on your profile picture as well, OP, mate. I'll be real with you. Let me invite them again. Invite them. Copy invite link. What have you been up to today then, OP, apart from the gym? Big OP, you know, absolute legend from Atlanta. Four concurrent viewers, right? There's 6 people watching. Who's watching, mate? Who's watching? Damn, mate.
Back at it like a cast.
Can you hear me, Dan? Dan,
Yes,
apparently
sir.
there's 6 people watching our stream right now, mate.
Yo, what's good to all the 6 people? We appreciate you.
Giving
Taking
up
out
your
the
time to
time.
watch this stream. Respect.
We back.
We're back.
Have we ever hit 10? Have we ever hit 10 on a stream?
Nah.
Nah. Alright, that can be a challenge.
I think what's more important is when it actually goes up. We should start doing those segments things, man. Oh, that thing that you're talking about, like those chunks.
Taking the conversation points, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good.
We need
Good
some-
promo. Good marketing.
Timestamp.
Timestamps.
Yeah. Okay, let me get my soundboard up. Show bro my.
Guys, can you hear me?
keypad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
It's
It's
alright.
like it's the way it was before when you started. So, but yeah, we can hear you.
I'm using a full microphone. I got a proper microphone now. I don't know if
I don't think it's plugged in.
it is plugged in.
Have you set your settings so it's
I don't think it's
Connected.
coming from that microphone though.
through the microphone?
What? Let's hear what we got here. So did you guys hear about La Liga siding with Barcelona to not allow Messi to leave on a free?
Yep.
How much
That
is
is-
it? Like 670 million euros, right? Or something?
It's 700 million.
700 million.
You know, euros.
Jeez.
So
Thing is,
And
who would
Then-
pay that? And that's for the release calls as well.
yeah,
PSG,
release.
well, there's a lot of clubs that'll pay that, bro. There are
600
clubs-
Yeah, the
million.
revenue that you get from Messi joining your club, you make that back. You will
Right.
make that back.
Easy. As soon as you sign him, the t-shirt sales, merchandise, you're making that back
Advertisements, TV rights.
easily. No
But
doubt.
should, is there not like a spending cap
There
where
is.
you're not
There
allowed
is, yeah.
to?
Financial fair play.
It's
So
Yeah,
surely-
if they bought Messi, they wouldn't buy anyone else.
Yeah, surely that would like cripple your options of if you want to buy anyone else.
But
Yeah,
it's compared to the money you make, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're a club that doesn't make that much revenue, then you're not allowed to spend that much. You're not allowed to go beyond your means.
it's a make or break thing for a club, though. Not being able to have the options mid-season to go sign someone. Say the January transfer window opens up. Yeah, most of our players are injured for like the next 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to buy someone quick in or bring someone in on a free contract or on a loan. You can't do that, which is peak.
But
Who do you guys reckon it'll go to?
A club,
Man
700
City.
million. Do you think anyone would pay that?
Man City.
City.
Man City.
That
good.
board will make, yeah. The teams that can afford that is Man City, PSG,
Madness.
United.
Bayern Munich.
That.
United, nah, but they don't like spending money, do they?
No.
Yeah.
They just buy rubbish English players.
But no, United spent quite a lot actually. Like Harry Maguire, he's like the most expensive defender
Trash.
ever. He's English, of course, but
Yeah.
he's the most expensive. Pogba, he must. I can't remember how much he
Like
went
80
for, but
plus.
It's a lot.
Pogba
Yeah.
was quite a bit.
But Messi
Right.
ain't gonna go to Man U.
700 million is so much money, man. It's so much money.
But you know, I know why
Is-
La Liga are siding with Barcelona. If you know, to not let him go is because he's the biggest star in their league.
Yeah,
The revenue that he brings in for that league,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
like you know what I mean. So they're like, whoa, that's a lot of money out of our pockets. We ain't letting this guy go.
Yeah, only because
imagine.
if he goes, then I mean, who have league got left?
Because Cristiano, he's already gone. Cristiano Ronaldo's already gone. Imagine
Neymar.
Messi leaves as
Neymar
well.
left as well.
Neymar, man.
Yeah,
Neymar's gone.
there's no big stars like which you can say like, oh, like the superstar players in that
Superstar.
league.
Ballon d'Or level.
Ballon
All
d'Or
you've got
level,
is
yeah.
freaking Hazard.
You
Who's
got-
fat.
you
He's
got-
overweight. He
Yeah.
turned up to Real Madrid overweight.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Hazard. And then you got who else? You got Griezmann.
Griezmann. No,
Suarez is going to be leaving as well.
Yeah.
'cause
Alright, he's old as well.
He got told
Suarez
to-
will leave, but as soon as Messi goes,
Yeah.
he's
This
linked
is
with
the thing,
Juventus.
At the end of the day, right, the reason why Barcelona, of course, from their point of view, they don't want to let him go because of the revenue and what he brings to the club.
Of
But at
course.
the end of the day, he's been at the club, right, for his whole life. And it just comes down to, you know, doing it in good spirit, just letting him go because of everything that's given to the club.
Things can turn nasty.
This can turn nasty, man. And like, you know, Barcelona and Real Madrid are both culprits in they don't treat the players that have been there for a very long time well.
Yeah.
Even Casillas.
Yeah.
Oh,
They did
that was
kick
tragic.
Casillas.
just
He was
kicked him out,
like-
innit?
They just kicked him out of the club. They don't care. They really don't care. They
Player
literally,
power, mate. You gotta be careful. It's
Don't
dangerous
care.
to
Yeah.
player power. So that's why I think
But
sometimes it's
Messi
good for a club to
different, man.
take a stand. Because
Yeah,
then if
but
one
now-
person does it, mate, you get all sorts of rebels starting, mate.
And think about it as well.
Messi's
this-
different though. Messi's different. He's
Yeah, it's a different thing if it's some next waste player that's replaceable easy.
Yeah.
You can't replace Messi.
yeah.
Messi's different.
And Messi brings in a lot of players to the club. Like players, world-class players want to play with Messi.
Uh-huh.
He's arguably the best player ever.
What do you mean arguably? What do you mean arguably?
Ever.
How dare you disrespect him like that? What do
I
you
like
mean?
Ronaldo. I like Ronaldo more.
It's because you're a fake United fan. You're a
Fake
United
United
fan. You're living in the days of 2008 when Ronaldo was still there.
Ronaldo, Tevez,
Yo,
and Rooney, innit?
wake up. Ronaldo's gone. He left Man United.
He's never coming back, mate.
He's never coming back.
Oh,
Every summer, Jubba would have that dream, mate. Oh, this is the summer Ronaldo comes
He's
back.
gonna come back.
He's coming back.
He's finally gonna come back. This is the year.
This
He's
is
gonna
the-
come back finally. This is the year. He's never coming back.
He's never come back, mate.
He's gone.
Have you not had the transfer room? He's come back this year.
Oh,
Yeah, he's come back this year.
Contradicts his Instagram post, mate. He said he's ready for the year at Juventus, mate.
That's 7. CR7, man. CR7. Thing is, I'm a fanboy of Ronaldo. Any club that he goes to, I'll back it. Like, I genuinely get upset when he like gets knocked out of the Champions League or he loses the game. Do you know what I mean?
He's got-
But interesting about Juventus though, they got Polo as manager now.
Is he
Yes.
a player manager?
Andrea
he's the
Pirlo.
man-
Not player
So
manager,
that-
manager.
He's
Full time.
retired.
Oh,
Manager, yeah.
that's peak because those actual options of people that have got manager experience that they could have. I saw an article, and someone said, "Well, it's not fair. Like, I've managed clubs. I think it was Clarence Seedorf.
Yeah.
Seedorf wanted to manage Juventus.
Did
they tried
Seedorf ever play for Juventus?
Huh?
Did Seedorf ever play for?
No, but
Remember
he's
played
managed
AC
clubs
Milan.
before. He's managed clubs before. So like,
Yeah.
Or even like
I think
Pochettino.
We've moved into like a really interesting age of where club legends eventually take up the reins of their former clubs. Like Frank Lampard at Chelsea,
yeah.
at United you got Solskjaer, what's his name? Pirlo at Juventus,
Steven Gerrard up in Scotland.
Arteta.
So,
He used to play for Arsenal.
Arteta at Arsenal, Koeman at Barcelona now as well.
Barcelona.
You know,
Yeah, it's crazy because like in our lifetime, we've seen these players that we've seen at their best.
yeah.
And
and
now
a lot
they're-
of them, and a lot of the players in the teams used to play with them as well. Like if you think of Frank Lampard and like, but
I think the most successful former managers that were formerly players,
Zidane as well.
Zidane, Pep Guardiola up there, Zidane, Arteta, he's already got 2 trophies
Like 30 days.
in 30 days.
Yeah, but the
We can-
community don't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count for nothing.
It's a trophy.
Still a trophy. Trophy's a trophy, right?
It goes down in history. You'll see.
It's not a trophy,
the-
it's a plate.
It's okay.
It's not even a trophy.
But yeah, but I think the only player managers which I count are player managers which were good players.
Yeah.
So like I don't look at how can I forget his name? The special one,
Mourinho.
Mourinho. Yeah,
Did
I don't
he
know.
didn't play
He-
football? Did
he played football.
he play
But it
football?
was low level, I think.
Really?
No, it wasn't low level. Let's have a look at
Was
his
it?
history.
You
I
sure?
don't think he played.
I don't think he
I
played.
don't think he played.
I don't think he
yeah.
was like a good player.
Let's have a look.
I
Mourinho.
think he realized early on that he's better at managing.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't playing for no big clubs. He played for. He's had 13 career goals and
mate.
94 appearances
Whoa, okay.
It's like two
as a midfielder.
seasons.
I
And
know
that was from-
Klopp used to be like in like the second German league,
Yeah.
and he had his own career in his own right. But
Big Klopp.
of course, he's a superstar manager right now who may be leaving the club. So, like with Klopp, he's gonna finish his contract,
Yeah.
take a year out or so, and then ask himself, does he miss football? And if he says no,
When's his contract end?
2024,
Wait, who's that?
Was
He's
it
got
4
time.
years left?
Jurgen Klopp.
He's got time, man. He's gonna win more trophies. He's
Yeah,
alright.
definitely.
He'll win more trophies.
Forget Liverpool.
Mate, Chelsea are going to win the Premier League next season. Have you seen the signings we have, mate?
Yeah, I've done
Mate,
pretty
Mate,
well.
absolute stack. We just need a
Thiago
goalkeeper.
Silva.
Trust.
Chelsea's
Just need a
moving
goalkeeper.
like.
We need a
What you
goalkeeper.
say?
No, I said we just need a goalkeeper.
I've heard that they're gonna try and swap Kepa for Donnarumma.
So, I've heard so many goalkeepers like Unana, the Ajax one, Oblak, Pope.
Mm.
They're literally linked with every single goalkeeper on the planet.
Big Pope.
Yeah, they're a Burnley goalkeeper.
Just imagine if we got Messi out of nowhere. Just imagine.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Like a dark
But no,
horse.
if any team would go to, it would be Man City. That's that. but Chelsea, yeah.
Or PSG.
But-
I think PSG they could get him. Because Neymar's there as well. They used to be buddies, innit?
It's a
Yeah,
farm,
Di
I
Maria.
think he'd rather play for Guerrero than Neymar.
Yeah.
yeah, the
And
Argentine
get some
connect.
Pep as well.
I think isn't.
But would you
Messi,
choose
like-
Manchester over Paris? It's a question.
They're related though. They're
Yeah,
related.
no, I think Messi
Mar-
is
Maradona.
is. Yeah. Messi is Aguero's son's godfather
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, and brother-in-law, something like that, innit?
No. Maradona is Aguero's old father-in-law, and the
Oh, okay.
son is Messi's godchild.
Yeah.
I think the family's like separated. No, Aguero divorced.
We got someone in the chat saying Messi going to Madrid.
Oh my goodness. Are you mad?
Imagine the scenes if that happens, though.
Oh,
Yo.
mate, people will die.
People literally,
Hey,
like,
to be honest, he
burn
could
the
team up
shirt.
with Diego Simeone if we're talking about the Alva Madrid, that Argentine connection. You know,
That thing is,
Simeone's
that's
Argentine,
happened.
right?
That's happened before.
Of who did it? I think was it
Luis
Figo?
Figo.
Luis
Yeah,
Figo.
Figo.
Yeah, and they
He
they had
wouldn't do
like a
that for his
pig
legacy.
in the stadium or something. On a
He wouldn't
spear
want
or
to mess up his
something. They were
legacy,
going
man.
Crazy.
Ronaldo as well, the Brazilian Ronaldo. He plays for both teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, people have done it before.
they do it.
Yeah, but I think it's different. Messi put in the years,
kisses the
though.
badge on
Yeah.
the.
There'll be a sniper over there trying to JFK him from a distance.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
If I was
That'd be
Messi,
so
I'd just
funny.
do it just for the history.
And the
No.
beds.
But imagine though, if Barcelona pissed him off, right? What better thing to do than go to Madrid, kiss the badge, mate?
I don't think.
You have a death wish. That'll be a death wish. Trust me.
I think-
People will find
I
out where
think-
he lives.
I think he might be. I think he has principles. I think he's a principled man, and that violates the footballing principles.
Who would we expect that kind of behavior from? Probably like
Suarez.
Suarez.
You said Suarez, but I said Suarez. I think we both said Suarez at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So that just confirms it.
Suarez will be on that.
Never forget that handball against Ghana.
Think about this. I think every single African person between the ages of, say, 15 that would have been old enough to remember the World Cup to who knows 50 or whatever, every single person hates Suarez because of that. And if you don't hate Suarez, it's probably because you're a Barcelona fan, so that's acceptable. But because of that, because of him knocking out Ghana from the quarterfinals, stopping Ghana from being the first African team to reach a quarterfinal in a World Cup.
He-
And then do you remember he started crying when he got sent off, and then as soon as they missed the penalty, he started celebrating. Like the camera showed him celebrate.
He is a dislikable guy. I don't know if there's a more dislikable person in football. The fact that he bites people as well on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Not that he's just done it once. If it's just a one-time incident, fair enough. You
No,
never
it's
the
not fair
guy.
enough.
Right.
Once
Let
then.
pass. He did it
I
twice.
think it's normal.
Where did he even start that from? Like, what gave him the idea? You know what? Yeah, I'm playing football, but What if I start biting, man?
This
Then
guy
I can
is
score.
possessed by a rodent spirit. I'm telling you. It's some rodent spirit they picked up in Uruguay.
You may as well use all the devices you have, innit, as a human being.
Mate,
Use all you got.
is that a microphone in your hand?
Yeah.
Yo, next episode, we're just gonna see one of those like
Overhead ones,
Sorry,
the overhead
microphones.
ones.
Yeah, like a boom stage. You're gonna have a whole camera crew in there.
Oh, dear.
Trust.
And it's still got a buffer.
Wait, where did you get this microphone from? I'm so bamboozled. It looks like
I
a
just
proper
found
legit
it.
one.
It is. It's a proper legit one.
You look like a sports commentator.
Found it, legit.
And it's got like the hat and everything. Maryland, is that Maryland hoodie?
No, it's not. This is just a normal hoodie.
Nah.
I'll do a sport. We should do a sports segment, and then he can have that corner, right? And he changes his background to a green screen to be at like a stadium or like the match of the day studio.
You be
Just
legit.
holding the microphone right in front of his face.
We should just do a highlights video.
Yeah.
We just talk through highlights of football. That'd be quite sick.
Yeah, that's
Like,
quite good.
like a
actually.
react video.
TMA
reaction
TV.
video.
Yeah.
That'd be quite lit.
That's quite a good idea.
I
Anyway,
think
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about football, so let's move on.
Jesus, guy.
Wow.
Tarek, Dan, you wanted to talk about the public health thing that's going on.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about? You said I want to
Put
talk
words in
about
your mouth, mate.
No, that article.
You said I want to.
Then you said the message about coronavirus being a
No,
conspiracy.
I was just like, oh, guys, look at this. What do you guys think of this? You know.
Well, what do you think of it, though? What do you think of it? Like,
I think.
so today there was 10,000 people in London
Yeah.
protesting the fact that coronavirus is a conspiracy.
yeah.
And then there was also this Care UK employee. Her name was Louise Hampton, right? And she recorded a video criticizing. She was basically giving a certificate, showing her gratitude for coronavirus, and she basically criticized the certificate, saying that this is why it's a bollocks certificate, and the certificate is bollocks, right? And I did bollocks, right? And it's because she was basically saying they're giving us these awards, and she also said I didn't even clap for the NHS because it wasn't that bad.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, she's that crazy. And then she was like, she was basically saying it's not that bad in what's going on, and it's all just a lie from the media.
But where was she based?
Yeah, so I saw when these protests were going on Twitter, a picture was trending of a lady. She was dressed in like a nurse's uniform or get-up, and she was holding a sign saying, those they weren't busy at all. I can't remember what it said. Like basically reinforcing the idea that these practices and trusts around the UK NHS, they just weren't being occupied. So the people think that a conspiracy is going on where this is a sham.
The government in the news did confirm that a couple of weeks ago that they inflating the numbers and figures by associating any person that was being admitted into hospital or any death, whether it was caused by COVID or not, as being caused by COVID. So basically, say if you died in a car accident, or if you had some underlying health issue, if your lungs or whatever, you passed away, then they do your autopsy. Then they find, oh, you did have COVID. They'll say your cause of death was COVID.
What?
It was confirmed. Like, this was on the news like a month ago now.
Yeah,
Really?
You don't even need to have died from COVID to get a COVID-related death. You just die from anything, and if you have COVID, then you die.
Mate, they were just fear-mongering, mate.
Yeah.
That's the
All
thing.
these agendas.
There's different perspectives to look at the protests, right? Because, like, from one side, they're completely wrong because coronavirus isn't a conspiracy. It's real. It's a real virus that affected thousands of people and it killed a lot of people. But from another side, they're actually correct in the sense that there is a point of view stating that it has been overblown by the government and the lockdown was a bit too much and they did restrain the economy too much. So there's like two sides to it. But there's a lot of people that straight up don't believe coronavirus is a thing.
No, as in like the virus itself is just
the virus itself is, yeah. and it's not really affecting many people at all. Like,
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if
into the restaurant, right? It's custom, and he was like, he just started chatting about coronavirus. He was like, "Oh, I don't believe in coronavirus." I was like, "Why?" I was like, he was like, "I don't know anyone that's died from it. Like, I don't think it's real." And then he asked me like, "Do I know anyone that's died from it?" I was like, "No, I don't know either." And he was just like, "Yeah, look, no, not many people know anyone that's actually died from COVID."
Mm-hmm. It's like saying, do you believe in the tooth fairy? Like,
have you ever seen the tooth fairy?
Never seen it.
You seen the tooth fairy? Well, there we go. I ain't seen them.
And they'll be like, "But all of my teeth were gone."
Where did my
But,
coins
bruv,
come from?
what? Oh,
Yeah.
Peter Hitchens, right? The UK journalist, proper conservatives. He said, yet the same people who claim to be exercised about this meekly submit to compulsory masks, house arrest, and a catalogue of outrages against our liberty that only a slavish mind would accept. Yeah.
In a way,
they're basically saying like you guys are just listening to the government and everything they're saying, and they shouldn't believe in the government, and you just sheep because forget the mask.
You got to do your due diligence, and I think we are in a society where we are led to believe what we want to believe. No, not what we want to believe, but we're told what to believe. The media controls everything and our perceptions of reality. Like there's so many. If the mass media tells you something's an issue, you will believe it's an issue. If they tell you something's not important, like how people are dying off the coast, refugees are coming in to the country, no one cares about it, you won't choose to believe it. If the media's telling you that there's concentration camps, right, but they're not mentioning it, you're not going to believe it unless they are progressively pushing something. The masses believe it. It's like recently, last week, those protests in front of Buckingham Palace against Prince Andrew because he's a nonce, right? Yeah. He's a nonce. Thousands of people gathered, not one news article, not one newspaper, not one media coverage, nothing.
Jubba.
Nothing.
See, I only saw that on I'm Just Bait. I was like, damn, I ain't seen this nowhere else.
But
that's an interesting discussion, because it's an interesting discussion to be having though, because we see these like main events that happen in the news. But like, if the news didn't exist, they wouldn't be main events. They're only big events because the news choose to show it on that particular day, and then you say that's breaking news. But it's really just a perception of the news that they want to show to the public of what's happening in the world. But it really may not be that important. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just decided by the few at the top that decide what the rest need to see.
Yeah. It just goes back to our favorite saying of television, innit?
Tell live vision.
Every single episode.
But as well, it's like the Harry Maguire thing. Is that his name, Harry Maguire?
Yeah.
How the media were discussing him and talking about him. The headlines were all like, how did model athlete Harry Maguire get into this situation? But out here, that same media article will talk about a young black man buying their mama house, which they can rightly do so because they've got the money to. And they'll say, "Oh, youth football players wastefully spends £1 million to buy his mama house."
No, my days.
Was that Raheem Sterling?
Raheem Sterling, and it was this young player for England. No, yeah, they said, "Oh, he hasn't even got a cap yet. Hasn't played for England yet, but he's already trying to buy." Mate, if you're earning thousands of pounds, bruv, you do that. Calm. But it's a race thing. It's an agenda thing. Like,
ridiculous. It goes like, do you remember? I say do you remember, but it happened like a few days ago. That 17-year-old that killed 2 protesters in the United States. He was just walking around with a gun, and he was just like, and police were giving him like water, telling him good job, like well done, son. And like, it's just fucking crazy. He killed.
And Trayvon Martin, who was 17 years old, straight up killed. Like the same thing doesn't apply for both races. Like I saw a video today of someone in America, some white guy, bold, big guy. He was having a full-on confrontation with an officer, a police officer. The officer, it looked like he had a taser, was holding up at him. But the white guy, he wasn't he wasn't complying at all. He was pointing in the guy's face, shouting. People were just recording the whole thing. He got back in his truck and everything, and the officer was just trying to oh, please do what I say. Please do what I say.
Yeah.
And it just shows the complete difference between
stupid, man.
The two people groups in America.
Like, you know, the person that got shot recently 7 times in the back, and then news articles were trying to look into his criminal record to say he did this in the past, blah, blah, blah. Bruv, like, what does that have to do with shit? Man got shot unprovoked. It was peak, though. Like, I don't get these police officers. You got a gun, all right, cool. If you feel you need to do it, shoot once.
7 times.
Why do you have to empty a clip into someone?
Do you know what it is? It's just panic.
It's not panic.
They don't know what they're doing.
It's not panic because they don't do that to white people.
The police need better training. That's the thing.
They don't do that to white people, though. That same video which man's talking about, I saw the video as well. He got into his car. He approached the police officer, tried to run him down. The police officer backs off and runs away. He's got a taser, doesn't shoot him, but he's actually being attacked by this guy. And then that same guy hops into the police car vehicle and tries to take it. What were those shots?
I missed that.
Mate.
The guy gets into the police officer's car. What's the police officer doing?
Nothing. Just tries to chase him and tries to stop him.
Yeah.
But a man calmly walk into his vehicle, you're scared and you wanna shoot him, and his kids are there.
Yeah, but I'd say panic in the sense that they literally have a different perception of black people to white people.
That's the media, isn't it?
They see a black person and then they see a white person, and the perception they have, it's like his father said that there's 2 different justice systems.
Yeah.
So there's a justice system for the white man, a justice system for the black man, and then they just
listen. What I gotta say in it, as a person living in this Western country, as people of color, the only thing that we can do is make our money here, capitalize on this Western currency and income, get our pounds, go back to our home countries, make it infrastructure and develop it so our economy gets richer and stronger. That's what you gotta do, because also we're gonna be forever abused in this country.
Straight up. Straight up. I'll vouch for that as well. Like, for real, honestly. Think about this. Yeah. The African dream is alive. Within, say, maybe right now, things can be difficult if you're thinking of investing back home. Starting up can be tough. But Africa is on the way up, Yeah. Africa is super on the way up. If you're thinking of, like, investing back home, if you do have ties back there, land, whatever you can, find ways to invest there, because your social mobility here in the UK, the potential for it is nothing compared to the potential of social mobility you have if you go back home. You will struggle you'll sweat here to be able to make something in this country, whereas if you go back home, things are more open. Things can be more open for you. You need to be able to know how things work back there, of course. And if you have people that are already there that can give you a basis to build capital, that helps. But that's the current situation. But obviously in the future, things are looking up. So
would you move back in about, let's say everything went to plan in your life, right?
Yes.
And you had this full-time job.
Yes.
Make good money, and you saved up good money.
Yes.
Would you move back eventually to where? Congo?
I don't know. I'm fully open. I haven't fully made up my mind yet.
The number one country.
I'm not even going to limit myself to say Zambia or Congo.
Yeah, but Africa.
Yeah, I'll go back. I love it. I love it here. I'm going to make the most of it. Still have the option to have a home here, but I'll go set up my grounds, get a big fat yard. Yeah, you're telling me like, wow, people out here, everyone's houses are together, close together.
Tiny.
You go back home,
Tiny.
You'll build
big house.
Your house, a mansion, for like 1/8.
Get a mansion on a farm, full acres and acres of land. Acres of land.
Whatever you want. Big garage, you can get that.
You can make it. Obviously, it's relative, right? But you can get a job in the UK that pays a lot more. So, would you carry on working in the UK, or would you carry on working in Africa?
It depends how. Of course, it'll depend how I make my capital. Of course. So
be
it could be a case of where I make my money here and then invest my money back home, or if I'm able to find a way of having business back home, that will work as well. Or maybe even a split of both. Have your fingers in many pies. I don't know why.
Is that something that both of you will be intentionally?
Yeah, that's the end goal for me. You know what I mean? I'd love to have a big house here, but I know like where I want to be back home, feel that energy, be amongst family, and then start businesses. So then there's generational wealth for my lineage for time to come.
That's it.
Like my people shouldn't ever have to think about, I need to go to the UK to make my life better. Nah, because my uncle, my granddad, or whoever, me, Costa, went back home and sent infrastructure that we've all got businesses, we've all got residual income and equity and land and property. So we've got abundance opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I just don't see for me personally, I don't see the opportunity in Bangladesh to do that. To go back and build and, have that infrastructure, to have these investments. Because for me, it's a lot more easier to make money in the UK. To do it in Bangladesh it's not logical at all. It makes a lot less money.
Yeah, so you got to make your money here, isn't it?
Obviously, the goal for everyone is to build generational wealth, but to do that in Bangladesh is a lot more difficult than to do that in the UK, which is why our parents moved here in the first place.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is like you make your money here because the pound is power. Set up your businesses here, right? Then you have your umbrella companies or your trade vehicles basically being based in Bangladesh. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So you're dealing in pounds. You're still dealing in pounds, but internationally.
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends on what your goals are in life, though, innit?
Mm.
So if you want like a big house, people have different priorities in life.
Yeah, but I'd like to get into politics when I retire.
To politics.
Future president, yeah.
President.
Mate, you're looking at a future president
of Zambia.
And of planet Mars eventually.
Don't get power hungry, yeah. Don't get power hungry. I'm warning you, mate. It's a big problem. It's a big problem.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Donald Trump. He'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna be president for the next 4
until I die, mate. He's gonna be like that Belarus guy, mate. He's gonna walk around with AK-47, innit?
Bro, have you seen that picture of him with AK-47? There's like protests
trying to make
in
me feel
Belarus.
like tyrant.
Yeah, there's protests in Belarus. Thousands of people out in the streets trying to get him out. And this is on his birthday. He posts a picture of him with an AK-47. Like, come on, come at me. He wants having someone like that as your leader of the country is like, yeah. Imagine Boris Johnson with an AK-47 standing outside Downing. Like, come at me. Oh my God.
To be fair, I saw something not quite at the same level, but Gavin Williamson, the whole
I know what you're
Education Secretary fiasco. When that was happening, he posted a picture. It's basically him on his desk, yeah? And at the forefront of the picture is a red book, and the red book is on top of a whip.
Yeah.
And people are talking about what does this mean? Essentially, what it means is he's the former chief whip of the Tory party, which means that he knows all the secrets of all the people in the Tory, in the party, of course, all the MPs. He knows all their secrets because he was a chief whip. That red book is basically indicating, okay, if you want to come after me, I know all your secrets, so you better be prepared because if you come after me, I'm coming after you. I know all your secrets.
Leverage.
So power plays like that do happen. Power plays like that do happen.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's all politics is.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's just power plays
It's a
like that.
prisoner's dilemma, innit?
But the Gavin Williamson's one is just corny, bro. It's like, shut the fuck up. Man. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just sad. Like,
I think he has
Gavin Williamson just strikes me as a bender.
He has a massive inflated view of himself. He used to keep a tarantula in his office to intimidate people.
What?
Honestly, why do people vote these people into office? How are these people running the country?
Look at most of these MPs. They just look like weirdos.
Proper weird.
They just
weird.
Weird people.
Perfect moment for our little segment. You know, the end of the sign segment.
Oh, we go.
Let me quickly. He said something that was really good. How these people come into power. Let me get the page
Jeez.
up.
End of times with TazManiaAhmed.
Bro, everyone in power are reptilians. They're not human beings.
That was Dan's conspiracy from like 8 years ago.
What are you talking about, Dan?
Yeah, you
Why
remember
are you guys
said,
both putting words in
Pretty
my
sure it was
mouth?
you
our
said
conspiracy at
you
one
said
point.
the Queen and her husband's like aliens, mate. Do you remember in school? You told me that.
Are you quoting me? Is that a quote?
No, but if we go back, if we ever can go like back in time, right? I remember you saying
Innocent
it to me.
until proven
You told
guilty.
me
That's
I
what I'm
was
going
right.
to say.
Hey,
But no,
Yeah,
it says 61 rulership of the foolish. It says
oh,
the prophet related to us that one of the signs of the hour is that people's affairs will be under the control of foolish leaders who do not follow the guidance set by them. And the times we're in now couldn't fit any
I'd say
better
that's something that's
into
always
our
been
time.
going on, though. Like in cycles, of course, where you would have good leaders and some bad leaders. But that's something that's always been happening. Kings not listening to their advisors
yeah.
and going on their own whims and
Whims
eventually
and
leading to
desires,
the
mate,
downfall
it's a
of
big
kingdom.
problem as well.
Whims and desire.
What would you do for all that
Yes.
power?
Mate, first thing I'd have to do is make an appearance in WWE. That's what
So, Donald Trump.
Donald
You'd
Trump.
be Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, true. That's actually true. It's like
He did that.
Donald Trump was fully in WWE.
I remember
Yeah,
when
but
you posted that on your
that's
story as soon as you became president. You posted
Yeah,
on your story.
I posted on my Twitter.
Yeah,
I was
I
like, the
remember
only way
that.
I know Donald Trump is because I know him from WWE. But the thing is, if you look at the RNC convention, right, it literally looks like promo. It looks like WWE promo.
I didn't
Like
watch
it
it.
is not. There is zero information in the promos,
Mate,
and just trying to get you hyped up to vote for him. That's all it is.
Hmm.
He doesn't tell you about his policies. Doesn't tell you about what he's gonna do. It just says Democrats are bad. They're gonna lead the country to their downfall, and we are the law and order president. Vote for me.
It's because everyone's a sheep now, innit? They just like believe what they hear, believe what they
Yeah.
read, what someone tells them, mate. They don't think about it. They don't critically think whether what the person's saying is true or it's just falsehood. It's a shame, really, mate. It's a shame.
back to this WWE thing, yeah. I want to be on the WWE.
I already have a
Seriously.
stage name, mate.
That would determine my level of success. You know, you're successful
When you feature on
making a
WWE.
pit. Yeah,
Once you've been on WWE, then you're done. Like you're
solidified.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
making it to WWE Hall of Fame because I'll be choke slamming people. I'll be jumping off the top rope even though I shouldn't be.
What's your
I'll do
special
too
gonna be
much.
called?
My special move.
Dark Star, or
Nah,
Great King.
I don't know.
the Dark Star 5-star frog smash.
That sounds good. Actually, yeah.
5-star.
the
That
Graver,
sounds pretty good.
the Graver,
Yeah, the Gravestone Power Driver.
the Gravestone.
Oh, that's hard.
Ooh.
That's
There you
hard.
go. Mate, I'll totally be a wrestler. I'll be slapping up man left and right. I'll be too much.
What would be your coming in tune? Your like theme tune?
Put one of your
What do you
songs
want
Probably
in.
one of my songs. Probably one of my songs. Isn't it?
Like, I'm a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Yes.
Oh, yo, Shawn Michaels was a don. Honestly,
Yeah.
those freaking kicks.
I'd love to be Shawn Michaels, man.
Honestly, this guy. I always used to play him in those video games like WWE versus Raw.
Yeah.
No,
I remember I used to
When
have
you
the
make
game,
your own
right? I was playing
character.
career mode, and my dad realized it was too violent, so he just took the game. I never saw it again.
What?
oh, shoot.
He said
He
it was,
said-
he said it was influencing my behavior.
There's
Oh.
one
Yeah,
thing.
I reiterate. Tarek didn't have a childhood.
If there's one thing we've done with this
I swear it's a
podcast-
rated 3 game, innit?
No,
Or
it was
something like
like
that?
plus like
12?
15 or something.
Nah.
Yeah,
Maybe 12.
Let me get the disc up now. I can find it quick. I think it was SmackDown.
Yeah, to be
Wouldn't be-
fair, I wasn't allowed to play like COD when I was younger. Like COD, Call of Duty,
Understandable.
Grand Theft Auto.
My parents did not care about any.
I finessed my mum basically. She'd be like, we'll go to the store and I'll pick the games with the 18 rated. And I knew they had cuss words. I knew it had sexual images or drug use in it, whatever. And we'll get to the till. And then
It was
they'll be like,
16 plus.
oh, do you know, are you comfortable with your child having this video game? I'm like, yo, mum, that just means the difficulty. Like that's not, that rating is how hard the game is. Yeah. That's how I used
No.
to finesse her. Then she would hear it, the cussing and whatnot. I'm like, Mum, it's just a game. Relax, bruv. It's a game.
I think, and because she's already bought it, it's just like just
Money. Yeah, my mum used to get me some sick games. I remember I got the 50-cent bulletproof game.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, shoot. I think most of these games, like we had them. My family had them, but my brothers don't play them, and I wouldn't be allowed to play them.
You just wouldn't get the time to do it.
Oh, we got less
No,
than
no,
1
it
minute.
wouldn't
We
let
might
you
as well
play.
end it, innit?
That's
So, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed episode 13 of Tmacast. We've talked about a lot of different topics with DM, DarkStarGraver, Mr. Jubba. Hopefully, we shall see you all next week again for episode 14.
Episode 14.
Yeah, life's going quick, man. Death's coming for all of us.
What?
Oh,
Bruv? Come on.
Let's be real.
Yo,
Be real.
speak for
Be
yourself.
real.
I'm living forever. I'm living forever. Yo,
We're all
Nikola
going
Tesla.
back.
Ain't
We're all
going
going
there.
back, mate.